If you want to build online presence, advertise your products or service, and form epic customer connections, it's time to jump on the Instagram bandwagon. And today, I'm going to teach you a simple strategy to grow that account in just 30 days. For those who are new here, my name is Starla Moore, founder of the Handmade Alpha Academy for Etsy sellers and manager at eRank.com, Etsy's most popular SEO tool. And unless you've been living under a rock for the last few years, you've probably noticed that Instagram has become a top choice for most business owners to promote their products and services. In fact, as of 2022, an estimated 71% of US businesses claim to use Instagram to market their businesses, which is great. But as I always say, you can't use a hammer to brew a latte, which means that if you're using Instagram incorrectly, you likely won't see the results you want. Which is why today I'll be covering a set of actionable steps that can help you to grow your Instagram account in just 30 days. Keeping in mind that results may vary depending on the demand for your industry and the overall execution of these tips. But if you dedicate the next 30 days to your Instagram growth, or do it next month, whenever you want to start, it's very likely that you'll walk away with more followers than you had today. And these 30-day chunks are totally repeatable, which means that you can always do these strategies again and again, especially as we ramp up for the holiday shopping season if you sell a giftable product. But before we dive into the details, I want to take a moment to give a quick shout out to this week's featured shop. Thanks so much for your love and support. If you'd like to submit for your own shout out, tag Handmade Alphas in a photo or a screenshot of yourself watching this video, either in your Instagram feed or Instagram stories. The first thing that you should know about Instagram is that, like most platforms, keyword optimization is crucial for success. If you don't tell Instagram's algorithm what you want to be known for, they won't know who to show your content to. So if you sell wire-wrapped jewelry, you want to use the term wire-wrapped jewelry organically across your account. This includes your Instagram tagline, which is this area right here, as well as your Instagram captions, which are these areas right here. In fact, as of this year, Instagram has announced that keywords in your captions are significantly more important than hashtags, which means that there's really no more need to fill out 30 hashtags. Just pick a few that are related to what you want to be known for. And because we are being consistent in what we want Instagram's algorithm to identify us for, it's also important to remain topically consistent. For example, if you sell wire-wrapped jewelry, but you also post about your dogs and your dinner and your kids and your garden and so on, it's very likely that you're confusing Instagram and they aren't able to identify which of those things that you want to be known for. An occasional post about your personal life is fine, but try to stick with positive keyword opportunities and always ask yourself, who is this post for? If the answer is, this post is for me, it might be best to save that post for a personal account rather than your business account. Which brings me to my next point. If you're like me and you started utilizing an existing personal account for your business, but a majority of the content that you previously posted was not business related, it may be better to start fresh with a new account specifically for your business. I started my Instagram account around 10 years ago, and when I started coaching Etsy sellers, I just piled my coaching post on top of my personal post. Though I had a lot of followers due to the age of my account, I wasn't growing my account with new followers who were interested in learning about Etsy. So in January, I created the Handmade Alphas account, which has organically grown to over 1,400 followers in just 7 months. Now that we've discussed topical consistency, let's talk about what you should be doing over the next 30 days in order to bulk up those follower numbers. When it comes to posting on Instagram, consistency is key for growth. And lucky for us, Instagram actually released the exact posting strategy to use if you want to grow your account. So first, we have feed posts. These are the photos that show up on your Instagram feed and are mostly only seen by those who already follow your account. Unless you're hitting the Instagram Explore page, which is really hard, it's best to view your feed posts as a way to share content and products with people who already follow your brand. The magic schedule for these posts is 3 to 5 times per week. And I know what you're saying. Starla, that sounds impossible. But as someone who runs 8 different Instagram accounts and who runs a YouTube channel and who runs a coaching program and who is a manager for eRank, I promise you, you can do this. The key is to schedule that content ahead, which you can do right from your Meta Business Suite from your Facebook business account. As long as your Instagram and Facebook business accounts are connected, you can schedule out that content to both platforms. So spend a day making the content. Schedule it out for the month. Then forget about it because the work is done. Next, we have your stories. These are seen by those who already follow your account, and they only last for 24 hours before disappearing, unless you add them to an Instagram highlight on your profile. There are no keyword optimization opportunities with stories, nor do they need to be perfect. Instead, use your stories to connect with your existing audience and to show off little glimpses of your life, your workflow, creation process, or to ask questions in polls. The magic schedule for stories is once a day, and these can't be scheduled ahead of time, but that's okay because you can literally snap a quick photo of your morning coffee and post it. Focus on done, not perfect. Next are Instagram Reels. These are the growers. The account growers. I really need to do a better job of editing these scripts. Instagram Reels are insanely important because these short form videos are shown to people who don't already follow you. And how does Instagram know who to show these videos to? You guessed it, your keywords. So when creating Reels, it's important to remember a few key points that will actually to help you grow your account. Because you could post a Reel every single day and see no growth at all if your content is boring. I see tons of businesses post things like photos with moving filters on them or a slideshow of products that they throw together in Canva. And while I'm sure there are some exceptions, for the most part, I seldom see much engagement on Reels like these. If this type of Reel works for you, cool, keep doing it. But if you're not seeing the results that you want from your Reels, it's time to start actually recording things. And you don't even have to show your face. You could show how you pack your orders, how you create your products, how you use your products, tips catered to your industry, a funny story related to your business, common questions that people ask you about your business, and so on. And be sure to also pay attention to what similar businesses are doing for their Reels as well. You don't have to steal their exact ideas, but you can put your own spin on something that you see working for them. If you need help editing your Reels and making them look super amazing, be sure to watch this video up here where I'll teach you about the free app that I personally use for my own Reels. With Reels being the best way to grow your account, the magic growth schedule for Reels is 4 to 7 times per week. And yeah, this can be super hard. It's why this is a 30-day Instagram growth challenge and not an all-the-time thing. So take time to batch out your Reels and have them ready to go before you start your 30-day streak. And if you don't know what to post for your Reels, I'll have something to help you come up with these ideas in just a few minutes. But first, let's hit our last content type, which is Instagram live streams. For maximum content growth, Instagram recommends that you go live at least once a week. And I'll be honest, even when I'm on top of everything else, this is the thing that I never really do. Could I grow my account more if I did? Probably. But as a YouTuber, I already stream live for over 3 hours a week. So I'm usually too burned out to stack an Instagram live stream on top of all that. If you can pull it off, totally try, because live streams are prioritized on Instagram, and your followers will get a notification that you've gone live so that they can go and watch your stream. It's also a great way to form connections with your audience, which is exactly why we have been going live every single Friday on YouTube for nearly 5 years. But even without the live streams, I've grown multiple Instagram accounts just using the tips that I've shared today. So if you can pull it off, consider it icing on the cake. Since this was a heftier topic with a lot of action steps, I went ahead and created a free 30-day Instagram challenge kit for you, which includes a content calendar that you can fill out for your own goals, post story and reel ideas for your Instagram account, and a post planner to help you stay organized as you dive into the challenge. My biggest piece of advice going into this challenge is to create as much of the content ahead of time as you can, rather than starting the challenge today, because ultimately you'll get burned out if you try to tackle this day by day and you won't see results. Overall, success on Instagram is about being consistent with your content and making sure that you're telling both your audience as well as the Instagram algorithm exactly what you want to be known for. And with a little science, a lot of data, and some help from a marketing expert, you'll be well on your way to Instagram success. Cue the funky lo-fi beat.